Yeah, this is Joanne Spotted Bear. I'm calling for
Yes,
Nikki.
I was waiting for you to call.
You guys said you was gonna call, so I've been waiting too. I'm recording all this stuff. I hope you know that.
Hold on. You have reached the tribal courtroom, and we do have court in session. Who am I speaking to?
Joanne Spotted Bear.
Okay, hold, please. Madam, Joanne Spotted there joined us on the telephone. The record should show it is now. Please hold on. I'm going to put you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm sorry. We're going to have to get you closer to the phone to testify. Let's get the phone as close as possible to the witness. Good deal. She's on speakerphone, but I don't know if you hang up. Joanne, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. I want to know who's all in the courtroom, and I want to know who the judge is, and who's the prosecuting attorney for the tribe is.
If you can't hear what's being said, you let us know and your lawyer will repeat it to you.
I need my lawyer. Who's my lawyer?
All right, Ms. Spotted Bear, I'm Judge Mary Wynn. I'm hearing the case. You've come in late. You missed two exhibits that have been entered into evidence.
No, I didn't come in late. I was waiting on a person to call me, and nobody called me. And I heard that the Oglala Sioux Tribal Court has been doing that. They tell the people that the court is at 1 o'clock, and then they change it, or they say they're going to call them and they don't. If I did not call the court right now, I would have never even knew you guys were in session. I was waiting on a phone call. Honorable Judge.
Madam Clerk, when did you last call Ms.?
About 10 minutes ago.
I called right before the hearing, but the phone number that she gave me, it keeps saying that it's not a working phone number.
What's the phone number you called?
775-622-1271.
My brother from Montana called me just fine, and family members have been calling me just fine, and people that are on Renegade Radio have no problem calling me on my phone.
So can we hang up and call you back?
Are you promising you're going to call? Because me too, I'm recording. I'm recording this whole conversation. I'm tired of being lied to.
Madam, the judge rarely ever lies on me.
I'm dealing with Pine Ridge, and I know there's $2.64 billion of embezzlement, and I handed it over to the United Nations, so I would highly recommend that we just go forward from this point on.
We're going to hang up now and call you back.
They hung up on me. I'll be down. You guys hung up. Wait for the phone to ring. That was the Oglala Sioux Tribe in Pine Ridge, South Dakota. They said I missed 2 sessions. I didn't miss any at all. Call in Pine Ridge Courthouse. This time they're not answering.
Thank you for calling OST Tribal Courts. You've either reached us at a busy time or after our normal business hours. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Otherwise, please remain on the line and leave us a message in the general mailbox. You've reached the OST Tribal Office's general mailbox. Please leave us a message and we will get back to you as soon as we become available. Thank you.
Less than 1 minute and already, no one answering. I'm going to try back. That's me calling the Oglala Sioux Tribe, Joanne Spotted Bear versus the Oglala Sioux Tribe at 1:45 p.m. and they're not answering the
Thank you for calling
phone.
OST Tribal Courts. You've either reached us at a busy time or after our normal business hours. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. Otherwise, please remain on the line and leave us a message in the general mailbox.
Okay, try again.
Thank you for calling OST Tribal Courts.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Thank you for calling OST Tribal Courts. You've either reached us at a busy time or after our normal business hours.
Hello? 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 Shit. Yeah, this is Joanne Spotted Bear calling. They said they were going to call me right back from the courtroom and they didn't.
Okay, that's the thing. They were trying to call you back, but your number's long distance, so they couldn't.
Okay, well, I'm on the phone now.
Yeah, hold on.
Oglala Sioux Tribal Court.
Yeah, this is Joanne. I'm calling back.
I'm very glad you did because we just placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 phone calls to you at 3 different numbers in the courthouse.
Yes, Paulette Means was one of them. I just got that number.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you did call back because your participation here today is important. In the courtroom are the 2 plaintiffs, Thelma and Dorothy Poor Bear. I do not have the names of the other people, but they will be announced if they're called as a witness. Is there a motion to remove the witnesses while the testimony is given usually done by both parties, but always by the party who doesn't have more than one witness, to make certain that the other witnesses are not prepping their speech based upon what they hear. It makes for a fair process. And when that motion is made, the court automatically grants it and removes those witnesses. So, Ms. Spotted Bear, are you seeking to remove the multiple witnesses seated in the courtroom?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, she's made the motion. You can argue against it, but I'm going to grant it. If you want to state your objection, now would be the time. Okay. Yes. The law requires that each person who testifies from their own memory, not from someone else's memory. And I know that frequently, because I am Native, I know that the family gets together, and when you talk and remember something, everybody chips in. But the law specifically doesn't allow the court to hear that. So to keep it from happening, because it happens in other cultures as well, there's a court rule that says, under the federal rules, that if this motion is made, all of the people who are going to testify have to go out. If you're not going to testify, you're allowed to sit in the room. If you're done testifying and you ask to do so, I will ask the party if they release you on the subpoena, in which case you can return back in and listen to the rest of the hearing, but of course then you can't give any more testimony. If you hear something wrong, you just heard it and there's nothing you can say about it. If there's another witness who's not in the courtroom, then it could be corrected, but otherwise it can't. So, there has been a motion. Everybody who's going to testify has to leave. But those persons who are not testifying are welcome to stay and listen to the proceedings. Does everybody understand?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
How many people testified against me already without me having knowledge?
2 people have testified. One person has testified, one person started. No? Only one person.
Can I have the names since I'm unaware?
Thelma Dorothy has started her testimony. She's identified herself. She's identified Exhibit A, which is a power of attorney, and Exhibit B, which is Exhibit B is the power of attorney that's signed by the decedent. Exhibit A is is a power of attorney, also signed by a Andrew Running Hawk. However, it's the father, no, the junior, the brother, and the oldest son of the witness. Of the witness or of the decedent? Oldest son of the decedent. Oh, very good. So that's who signed the power of attorney.
Is he there? Is Andrew Jr. there?
So far, they have not identified an Andrew Jr. The court doesn't have a list of witnesses.
Okay. Because there's some questions I'm going to have, but I want Thelma removed and I want Dorothy Poor Bear removed. And anybody else who's witnessing against me.
Dorothy Poor Bear and Thelma Mestis are witnesses against you, but they're also parties. And parties to the action cannot be removed.
Okay. Well, I guess we get started, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so who was talking and who is my lawyer? Or am I defending myself?
You are defending yourself unless you've hired a lawyer.
No, I could defend myself.
Okay.
Good thing I studied law and treaties.
Okay. I have sworn in Ms. Mestis.
Who's Liz Mestis now? Who's that?
Ms. Mestis, Mrs. Mestis in this case.
So that would be Thelma, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have a question. Who's at the stand right now?
We told you there's only been one witness, and she's still testifying.
Who is it?
Thelma Mestis.
Okay. So Thelma's at the stand.
Yes.
Okay. Do I get to ask questions?
After she's done testifying, she has not finished her direct. You are then allowed to cross-examine.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay.
Judge?
The only testimony Ms. Mestis has given has been to identify herself, to state that she raised the decedent. She testified to going over for coffee and being given the child from the grandparents, and who was the decedent. And she testified to giving an allowance to the boys and the girls in her family from her job and from her husband's job. Then she identified Exhibit A, which is the power of attorney from the oldest son of the decedent, and Exhibit B, which is a power of attorney for health care, which was signed by the decedent in favor of Dorothy Poor Bear and Thelma Mestis. The first power of attorney is for Thelma Mestis alone. Exhibit A.
No, okay, I got you.
Ms. Wilson is representing the plaintiff. Ms. Wilson, I want you to continue with your questions. Ms. Spotted Bear, if you have an objection, please just say objection so I can stop the talking in the courtroom. This is being recorded both orally and by video.
Yes, on my side, it's being recorded by video as well. And I am going to request that after this is all said and done, I would like a copy of the video on behalf of the Oglala Sioux Tribe to be sent to me as well. Because the videos...
It's important that you not interrupt when someone is speaking.
Okay.
Understand, Ms. Spotted Bear?
Yes, yes, Honor.
I have the duty of making a clear record for the Court of Appeals. When two people are talking, the Court of Appeals does not get a clear record. One person is allowed to talk at all times, and I will acknowledge you. That's why if you want to object to something, you say object. I will then speak your name. After your name is spoken, you can acknowledge that's who you are. That way the record will be clear because you're not in the courtroom on the video. You're only being recorded. Do you understand, Ms. Spotted Bear?
Yes, Honor, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed? Yes,
Your Honor.
All right. Please continue with your questioning, Ms. Wilson. What kind of illness did Eddie is diabetic and diabetic and had stomach and he's got everything. The parents he couldn't take everything. So when we go down, now he's good. And the boys going to his yard.
I object, Your Honor.
Okay.
I would like for Thelma to please speak into the microphone a lot clearer. I can barely hear her.
We'll do our best, but we have limited capacity in the courtroom. The fact that you chose not to come here, not to give a working number to the clerk, and not to check in with the clerk with a working way to contact you, left her calling a number that she could not get a response on, and faxing a notice to the fax number you used, which you're saying you didn't receive. So obviously it was a fax number you didn't use. So here we go. We'll put you as close as possible. Please let us know if you still can't hear.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hear Joanne?
Yes, go ahead, Connie. Or Sony.
Please ask the last question. Thelma, what kind of illness did Andy have?
He's diabetic and he's on dialysis.
Okay, and how many times a week was he on dialysis?
3 times a week, and to the end he was going every day. And we were there to drive him in the morning, and then 4 hours later we go back and pick him up and bring him home. And then when he gets home, he's so tired that he can't do anything. So then we're always there, ready, have supper ready for him.
Okay, and where did he reside?
Gordon.
Does he have any children of his own?
Yeah, he's got 6 children.
Okay.
Different marriages.
Okay, and you know all the children?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
all the children.
And of course you knew his family members. Did he have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Julie Marshall, Joanne.
Okay, so Joanne, the lady that's on the phone,
Yeah.
is she a blood sister then?
No, she's half brother and sister.
During the course of Mr. Running Hawk's illness, was he in contact with Joanne?
No. He said, if anything happens to me, please don't call Joanne. And then when she called, Dorothy called Joanne, he was laying on the bed back there, and Dorothy dialed the number, and he said, I'm calling Joanne. I told you not to call her. He said, there's going to be trouble started, and that's why I don't want you guys to call her.
Today you petitioned for your administration of the estate. Tell me what kind of arrangements you were going to do.
This is for,
Your wife.
Was to get him all ready and for the wake and funeral. And so we're going out trying to, do exchange now to get him at least going, because we can't keep him any longer than Monday.
Okay, did he make any arrangements with you?
With me, he made the funeral arrangements. Yeah, he made
I'm sorry, other than the deceased son?
Yes.
Thelma, did Andy, or did you call him Andrew, make any arrangements with you to handle his affairs?
Yeah, he made his funeral arrangements and got his all his burials already made before he passed away. When we first went there a week later, he made all his arrangements, his will and everything, and then he sent them all back to me.
And how many night wake are you going to have?
2.
And where is the funeral going to be?
He's going to be out cremated after the week at Bill Mills Hall, and then after that, they're going to take him to last.
Okay.
That's what he wanted.
That's what
He wanted me to hang on to everything for a year, and then spread his ashes in the backyard. I showed him.
Okay, I have no further questions for Ms. Nestis right now, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestis, this is Judge Wynn. Was anyone else there with you when the decedent, Mr. Rush, was making his funeral?
Yeah, Paulette was there, and she was there.
So Ms. Poor Bear, Paulette, what the last name? then you wouldn't want Paulette to be in the courtroom because you would be. She found the law. Oh, she found it a lot.
And my daughter Jill was there too when he made the arrangements for his power barrier and everything. She was there.
Was anyone present? Your talk signed this running or any running on signed this power of the and really, I don't intend to be disrespectful. I have bad eyes. So, but was anyone there when Exhibit B, the health care was signed in favor of you and
They brought the papers in?
yes.
And all it, I think, was there.
There were two witnesses, Dorothy Denise, and I can't read this. Dorothy Denise, and then this is Thelma. Like Thelma Poor Bear. Thelma, yes.
Dorothy Denise and Dorothy Poor Bear.
That's the same person.
And Andy was there too. But they came into the room and he was there, and then Jill was there too.
All right. The part of the question answered. Yeah, I will do that because Joanne spotted the courtroom.
Can I object? Can you please speak into the microphone so I can hear you?
Maybe you could turn it back. The portion of the testimony which was given by Poor Bear testifying the same person as Ms. Denise is being stricken by the court on behalf if you are not present. And only Thelma Mesket is being asked questions.
Okay. Is the judge finished asking questions? Can I ask questions or?
No, the judge is not asking questions. Ms. Wilson. The judge asked one question. Ms. Wilson knows that.
Right. I heard Miss Wilson say that she was done asking questions. That's why I asked.
Are you all done with your questions?
For Ms. Mestis, I'd like to call my next witness.
You provide copies there.
Oh, okay. She can call.
Questions for Ms. Mesket?
Yes, I do. Thelma, where are you from?
I'm from Pine Ridge, South Dakota.
Isn't your last name Yellowhawk?
Yellowhawk Mestet.
Where are the Yellowhawks from?
They're from Wombly.
Oh, so you're not from Pine Ridge. You're originally from Wombly, right?
We are, but we're living over here about like 40 years.
Where did you meet the priest, Mr. Mestis, Fred Mestis? Where'd you meet him at?
I'm going to object. What relevance is that to this? Where are you going with this testimony or with these questions? I'm
trying to prove that There's a misunderstanding here. That Thelma's family, Yellow Hawks, the family Yellow Hawk name is not of the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
That would have been relevant maybe if this happened 20 years ago.
Okay, well, let's continue. Thelma, is your name on the birth certificate as Andy's biological mother?
No.
Do you have legal adoption papers for Andy?
No.
Are you a traditional Indian? Do you believe in family values?
Yes.
Do you, Andy, you said that Andy had sisters, Julie and myself, right?
Yes.
Actually, Andy has, there's 5 of us. There's Andy, myself, Julie, Juan, and Crystal. And Crystal died of a cold, and Juan was given up for adoption. My mom was an alcoholic. And family values, my mom died of alcoholism, and in the traditional way, the family should have rightfully been notified. Do you believe that? Do you believe that, Thelma?
Why did
I mean, traditionally, do you believe that family values should be respected?
The witness shook her head no to do you agree with that? And is waiting for the next question.
I'd like to hear her reply, please. Thelma, do you believe in family values?
No.
Okay, so you don't believe that Andy is my brother, and you don't believe that I should have anything to do with my brother, or Julie, or Crystal, or Juan, or my grandpa Floyd, right? Floyd Running Hawk, he's an elder. None of us was notified when my brother died. And that's a family value. That's a Lakota value.
Okay,
No, I'm not done. No, I'm not done.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do. Thelma, where are you enrolled at? Legally enrolled.
Pine Ridge Indian Reservation.
Okay,
And
do you know what a treaty is, Thelma?
yes, I do. I was brought up by my grandfather and my dad all about the treaty.
Okay, do you believe that the 10 Commandments of the Bible is a treaty?
I don't have to answer you. No.
We're in court. We're talking about my brother and his life. The Bible states as a treaty that thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. Just like the treaties, tell the truth. That when you took an oath, you vowed to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I'm going to cut you off. Please hand me the telephone.
Okay, next witness.
This is the judge.
Yes.
I've been speaking to you for some time now, telling you that you can ask questions, but you may not give speeches.
I'm just trying to build. Okay, Andy is my biological brother.
There is a time for a speech. It's at the end of the hearing. There is a time for you to testify. It's at the end of the plaintiff's case. You do not do it during the plaintiff's case. Do you understand me?
Yes.
If you can follow those instructions, we'll continue the hearing with you in it. If not, we'll put you on mute and continue the hearing so that you can't talk, but you can hear. Do you understand my instruction?
Yes, but you said that I can ask Thelma questions.
Of course you can. You can't give speeches.
Okay.
If the sentence doesn't end with a question mark, don't say it.
Okay. I'd like to ask one more question then concerning the health care.
I'm going to get you the phone back over to Mrs. Mestis so that she can
Okay, Thelma,
Yes.
wasn't Chet Stoneman and Mulaney Stoneman also there with Dorothy Janice Poor Bear and Paulette? Paulette Means? And you and Jenny? And Andy?
No.
Okay, Your Honor, no further questions.
Thank you. That was Dorothy Gillette Stolen. What was the other name?
Chet Stoneman and Mulaney Stoneman. And Paulette Means and Jenny Mestis was all in the room with Thelma and Andy.
I just need the name. Chet Stoneman.
And Mulaney Stoneman.
Laney. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is there any rebuttal? No. Okay. There is no rebuttal.
Yes, I have a, no, just go ahead, continue on.
Call the next witness. My next witness is Dorothy Poor Bear. Okay, Ms. Poor Bear, you still need to be sworn. I need to remind you of that. All of the statements that you give are subject to penalties of perjury. Please proceed.
Thank you, Honor. Dorothy, how are you related to Andrew Franklin?
Me is my sister, Barbara. She's older than I am.
Okay, so you're an aunt.
I'm an aunt.
And were you, did you have any knowledge of the relationship between the Thelma Mestis family and Andy?
Yes. They were all friends, my uncle. Well, actually, my mom's first cousin, my mom and my boys, they all come from different connections. So we're blood related to Fred.
That Fred was Thelma?
Yeah, Thelma's cousin.
Okay. When did Thelma and Fred take in Andy?
When he was 7 years old, back in 1977.
And how was this done?
We had Grandma called him because Andy wanted to go live with him. Grandma called me and my ex-husband. I was still married. So we had a supper there with Grandma and then that's when we all sat down and they talked and Grandma said, son, and they knew way you back. When the mother doesn't want the son, and Barbara, my sister, was going to give Andy away. She was mad. She was drunk. She wanted to give him away. This Mormon couple would come and take him. And my Uncle Boyd witnessed to that because Uncle Boyd was there and then Grandma said no. And she took Andy and her and Grandpa legally adopted him to the courts. And when Andy wanted to go live with Thelma and Cousin Fred, well, they made that ceremony, so we all attended, and that's when they ended it. All was Andy happy. Because they were a younger couple, and, Andy could do things more couple.
Can I approach the witness, Your Honor? I have a document I'm sure that I might be. Do you recognize?
Yes, that's my grandma, grandpa, Andy, and this is my grandfather, this, my uncle, Oklahoma. This is Andy. This is when we had Andy, but yeah, Andy.
So is this the grandma and grandpa that gave Andy to someone?
Yes, he's a
record to show that also photographs of the witness that appears to be unmarked.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I get it? Exhibit marked, please? I approach the witness? Okay, again, please identify this, if you can, as Exhibit C1.
The man on the left is my uncle Paul Kills first, and my grandfather William Runninghock, and my grandmother Albina Louise. And on the left is my little cousin Donald Camargo, his son, and Andrew Frank Runninghock.
Then you explain it as the, which is his son, who is this?
My uncle's son.
May I approach?
You may.
I'd like to enter this into exhibit, as Exhibit C, and it's a picture of the grandparents who had legally adopted Andrew.
The record should show that one-page document. Graph. It has Paul
Kills first.
So
First. And Donald.
is left. And it's marked Exhibit C. Picture of 3 adults and 2 children. And offering evidence at this time. Are there objections?
Yes, I have an objection, Your Honor.
And please state it.
Dorothy,
Yes.
do you also go by Iris Poor Bear, Jadis?
Yes.
Who's your mom?
Rebecca
And who's your dad?
Anderson Poor Bear.
Okay, and who's your sisters?
Mary Barbara White Nut Pie and Lavina Artist White Nut Pie. Also 2 rooms.
Did you used to drink when you were younger?
That doesn't matter. It's not. I don't have to answer that.
My mom, she was an alcoholic. Do you think, don't you think she was an alcoholic?
This poor bear that there's, or this spotted bear, there is an objection to your question of did you drink when you were young? What is the objection, Ms. Wilson?
Your Honor, I think that's relevant. We're talking about a letter of administration.
Yes, and I understand that. But there's also a question with that is,
Ma'am?
our family was dysfunctional, Your Honor, and there was a lot of alcohol in the family, Your Honor.
Ms. Spotted Bear,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you hear me tell you not to interrupt people?
Yes, but I was talking and you said it was okay to talk, so I apologize if I interrupted somebody. I didn't mean to. I thought I had the floor.
You asked a question.
She objected, never
She
made her objection.
objected and stated her grounds for objection, then Ms. Wilson gets to respond.
Okay, go ahead and continue, Miss Wilson. I didn't hear you say object.
Ms. Spotted Bear, do you remember me telling you that I will say your name every time you, other than I object?
Yes, but Your Honor, I did not hear Miss Wilson say I object. That's why I did not mean to overtalk her, okay? I thought I had the floor, that's it.
I'm watching for that and will say your name when you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
I'm doing my best to make up for the fact that you are not at the hearing.
I appreciate that with my whole life, Your Honor. Thank you.
I was stating that it's irrelevant. I think it's irrelevant to have an objection dealing with someone's past when we're here to bury somebody. We're here to make arrangements to find out who can be the administrator.
I'm going to sustain the objection on lack of foundation. There's no indication how long ago. And from that, there's no way for the court to
he had lived and resided with Thelma?
He lived with my grandparents.
Seven?
Yes.
Rich. Were you present at the hospital when he was ill?
Yes, he went in October 17th and out Thelma. My health isn't good either, but I'd be there with her at times. But she was there 24/7. She was there day in and day out alternate.
And you stated that you're the one that called Joanne?
Yes, and I made that mistake, and I told her so when he got there, and she didn't believe me. She said, I said, Andy or Joanne, I shouldn't have called you. Andy got mad at me. She said, brother, did you say that? And he said, yes. And I just walked away, and everybody got mad at me because Andy didn't want her there.
Okay. Did you witness any signatures or signing of any documents in the hospital?
With Andy, yes, when he signed, he wanted Thelma and I to take care of the Prince funeral arrangement. He picked out, this was like in October and November. And he picked out his outfit, what he wanted to wear, and how he wanted his funeral to go. He wanted his, after cremation, he wanted his children, his 3 children, to carry his ashes in 1 year.
I object, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Poor Bear, what is your objection?
Okay, Iris, I know you better as Iris. Auntie Iris is what we called you. But here in court, we're going to call you Iris. No disrespect to you whatsoever, but Iris, I have a question, and the question is, as you were making the arrangements for my brother Andy, there was a video that was being made. Am I correct?
Video? I didn't see no video.
Okay. Is there a video of Andy's request of Thelma's being his caretaker or anything, his last minute request of anything like that, anything that proves that my brother wants Thelma to be his caretaker, his executor? Is there a video?
No, there's no video, but there was a lot of witnesses. He had a friend that even recorded. This was back in November when he wasn't even that really sick, but we knew he was going down. And he wanted all this done, but I guess today he couldn't come to be with because he hurt his back.
Is that witness, is he a police officer by chance?
Yes, he was really nice. First time I ever met him.
And didn't this police officer go up to the Rapid City Regional and say he was a BIA employee?
No. He didn't say anything. He just said, he must be visiting a friend and
Who was a police officer on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, correct?
He didn't even say. He just said he was Andy's friend.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you mad, but I was just asking a question.
Well, he didn't say who he was. He just said, I'm one of Andy's friends. We used to run around together.
Your Honor?
Yes?
The reason I asked this is because we have a tribal officer who is abusing his badge and taking videos of my brother while he was in the hospital and claiming to be a BIA employee and working out of jurisdiction, and that's why I asked. I'm finished asking questions. Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have an objection, though?
Not anymore, no.
Thank you. Excuse me, I'm starting to wheeze. The petition that you filed with Thelma, you're requesting to be
be there for you. But you know, I can't stay up. I can't hardly walk sometimes. Sometimes I can't get out of bed. I have rheumatoid arthritis in my body, and I have MRSA in my right leg. They were going to amputate it, but I'm waiting for Andy to get cremated, and then I'll go.
Okay, so, and then you knew that Andy had children, right?
Yes, I know them all.
Okay. Are they younger children?
There are 3 younger ones. On weekends they come and see them, Andy and Bryce. Anthony stays there. All during time Andy was in the house.
And where do you reside?
I live here in Rapids. I live in Rapid City. It's a Dakota home.
Okay.
And I have 3 foster children of my own.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions, Dorothy. Thank you.
I have questions, Your Honor.
Get there.
Okay. Iris.
Yeah.
You said you have rheumatoid arthritis, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And don't you have a blood disease that's flowing through your body? So you have to take painkillers, correct?
I don't have a blood disease. I just have rheumatoid arthritis, and I don't have a blood disease, but my bone is deteriorating because it's in the rod that was in my leg. So they have to amputate it because I got no bone left.
Okay. My question is, didn't you tell me you had a blood disease and you had to take painkillers?
But when I came back from Denver, the diagnosis was all negative. It was back in November.
Okay, and you can, like you said, you can barely walk, correct?
Yeah, I could walk with crutches.
Okay, and you're still driving your car, right?
Right, sometimes.
How is your eyesight?
Pretty good, I don't wear glasses.
Then object, Your Honor. All the help. Your Honor, can I proceed? My objection.
Yes.
All of the questions that Ms. Fallowed Bear asked is irrelevant to Elroy.
Actually,
Yes. Well, she's not the partitioner, Thelma is. And so she just stated for the record she wasn't the petitioner. And that it was just Thelma. So that's what it is.
for that.
Yes. Dorothy said she didn't want to be the
Well, she was trying.
Yeah, we will do that.
Right now, she's
Okay. All right. Well, I just feel like the questions then were just irrelevant according to her health problem. She did say she couldn't be. Okay.
however, regarding please continue this for there.
You mean spotted bear?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I was looking right at her now.
Okay, I get that quite a lot. Thank you. Iris,
But
do you feel that anybody else in our family can be an executor besides, if you didn't want it, why didn't you ask Grandpa Floyd or Maxine or Julie or Juan or myself, family members? Why would you want to give my brother away to somebody outside the biological family ream?
okay, for one thing, Joanne, let's get this straight. Fred is our blood relative. He's my blood uncle, my mom's first cousin. They're the mothers are the father and my grandma and Fred's mom, Sophie, Louis, the sister, they're Bismet. That's where we come from.
Okay, so why didn't you ask any of the Bissnets if they would help in the family ream?
Because Andy has already been placed with cousin Fred, and he was all situated, and they loved him. They didn't need no welfare help or nothing. And if someone else took him, Uncle Floyd himself would have never took him. He never raised his kids.
That would go back to your mom. She never raised you, right? You was disowned by my grandma Rebecca. Is that correct?
Yes, Grandma raised me.
Do you hate my mom by any chance? Do you hate Mary Barbara White Magpie because she was an alcoholic and loved by Rebecca?
No.
Do you think you'd be doing this out of spite to hurt my family, my sister Julie or Juan or myself by giving my brother's remains away to somebody else?
No. I love Andy, and I'm going by what Andy's wishes are because he's an adult. He has adult children. He knows what he's doing, and he wanted to exclude you from his life, but I thought out of respect I'd call you because you are, after all, a half-sister, you know.
I'm still his half-sister.
Simply that, and I didn't know, and he was mad at me for about a month. Well, once in November, he wouldn't talk to me.
I recall, Iris, how about when you guys played the CD on the CD player in the hospital? What was that song called?
I'm not going to, that's his favorite song. So I went down to Prairie Edge and bought it for him.
Wasn't that a good moment that you, Andy, and myself, we shared?
Yeah, he liked that song, and we were pretending to dance. I like his joyful moments.
Didn't we have a good time when that happened?
Yeah, between me and Andy, yes.
And I was there too, right? How else would I know about it, right?
Yeah, he was really uncomfortable with that kind of where Andy sits. I just took it all in. I just don't want to be mean.
Okay, do you feel that by me not having to do anything with my brother, do you think that that's nice? Leaving me out his biological brother, his sister? Biologically, in the right mind, in the right person's mind, I loved my brother. Do you think that as a family value that I should not be there whatsoever?
That's up to you, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Andy knew what he was doing. Andy knows what he wanted, and I think I'm the one that's at fault for calling you because I never seen you two have a brother and sister relationship.
Did you know Andy smoked weed?
Andy was at the hospital. That's the first time. I never seen you at Andy's house, and I never seen you anywhere else. I hear you about you on the radio.
Did you know Andy smoked weed?
On the reservation, which was a complete lie, but
Did you know Andy smoked weed?
whatever he done was none of my business. That was his life.
Are you covering up for Andy's habit of smoking marijuana and doing cocaine?
Well, now what he done is his business, Joanne. None of mine. I do. But I don't know. Don't hurt me. I just love Andy for himself.
Okay, so you love Andy. Do you love me?
If he was ever allowed to show any compassion, yes, I might have cared for you, Joanne, but you...
I'm right here. I'm here, and I came home twice. Did I not?
I don't know.
December 7th, Zelda Fast Horse died. And I was in Rapid, and I came to your house. Or no, I called you. I called you on December, did I not?
Yes, you did.
And I spent the night at your house on December, around Christmas time, when I came back a second time from Reno, Nevada to Rapid City. Did I not?
Was I home or was I at the hospital?
I spent the night at your house.
I was at the hospital.
Okay. Did you do so much pain pills that you cannot remember I spent the night at your house?
No. This is just, I'm going to object.
The objection is to say there is no foundation. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure you hear what's going on. Ms. Spotted Bear, you need to wait and let your witness completely answer your question. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start saying your name at the end of the answer to the question.
Okay, that sounds good, Your Honor.
And Ms. Poor Bear, you need to wait until the question is answered. Okay, let's both try to do that for the clear record. Just try to remember. Please continue with your question.
Okay, Iris, did or did not spend the night at your house during Christmas?
Yes, you did.
Okay, that was a simple answer, right? Okay. The reason I asked you, Iris, is because you asked me to spend more than one night at your home, correct?
Yeah, so we could talk.
Yes, and we were going to talk about Andy if he passed, correct?
It was more than that I wanted to talk to you about, but just never had time.
Okay, when I come home, don't I have other family members on my dad's side too? I have a mom and dad, so I have family members on both sides, correct?
Yes.
And I don't stay at one place very long, do I?
No.
And do you know why I do that?
I was going to say something, Joanne, but it doesn't pertain to Andy, so.
Okay, the reason that I don't stay very long at people's homes is because I feel that I am being a okay, I'm trying to get this to be relevant here to my brother Andy.
Ms. Spotted Bear,
Yes, Your Honor.
is this statement going to end with a question mark?
Okay, go ahead and continue, Your Honor. I'm done.
All right. You will have a time to testify. That time is not now.
Okay, I got you.
Please continue, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to release this witness and call my next witness.
Is there any cross-examination, Ms. Spotted?
Yes, I'd like to ask Iris about my great-grandpa, Willie Running Hawk. Iris.
Yes.
Our grandfather, my great-grandfather and your grandfather, Willie Running Hawk, and Vina Basnet Running Hawk, did they not take care of all the family because there was a lot of drinking and drugs within our family, our dysfunctional family?
Yes.
And were we ever a perfect family?
What does this have to do with what we're having a court for?
Dysfunction people don't always get along, but we love each other. Alcohol and drugs destroyed our family, Iris, and that's what I'm asking. Did our grandpa and grandma take care of a lot of the children?
Yes, they did.
And where was the adults when they were doing this?
I don't know.
Some of them were drinking, right? Some of them were in jail.
One question at a time.
Okay, some of them were drinking, right, Iris?
I don't know. I was always in school, so I never stayed home long enough to judge anybody and see where they were. I just took care of myself and the younger ones that I felt needed my help.
Okay, Iris, didn't you say that you took me to Colorado whenever I got shot and my mom was drunk?
Yes.
And where was Andy?
Andy was home with Grandma and Grandpa.
Okay, how about when the car fell on my legs? Where was you and where was my mom?
I was in Denver then when that happened to you. I wasn't around. I heard about it.
And don't you think that's dysfunctional?
Yes, everything is dysfunctional.
Okay, the only one that wasn't dysfunctional was our great grandma and grandpa because they held on to the home, right?
Right?
Okay, and no matter what the kids did, they always loved you, right?
Right?
Okay, so with my brother, how come you can't love me?
Joanne, I love you, but you cannot. I don't know how to explain this. Because it's hard to love a person when they want to love you back. You want to be noticed. You want to be up there. You want to be top dog. You look down to us. You say, I live in Reno. We don't live like this. We don't do these things. And it's like you really berate us when you come down. You tell me what nice cars you drive, so you're back here to help. You want to help your brothers, you want to help the Indians, and then you collect money for the Indians for their propane, and then...
No, Iris, my personal business has nothing to do with my brother's death right now.
No, but that's why Andy didn't want me to have nothing to do with you, because you lied to the other people.
Nope. Iris, you don't know what I have done in my life, okay? I'm talking about dysfunction and Andy right now. I'm not talking about my life. I'm not the one dead.
This spot is there.
Yes.
Directs the witness. The judge directs the witness. You don't make speeches. If any speeches are made,
I'm done, Your Honor. Thank you.
make them. And you do not interrupt.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is, this is cross-examination. If the witness is wandering too far from the question, you let the judge know, and the judge instructs the witness. You don't argue with the witness, because this is not the point on the record where you are testifying. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. I was trying to prove a point on dysfunction within our family, Your Honor.
You have a chance to testify later. Prove your point in your perspective when you testify, not through a witness. She doesn't have your perspective. If your perspective is relevant, tell me about it in your testimony. If you cannot complete the questioning of witnesses with questions, I'm not going to allow you to badger these witnesses anymore.
Your Honor, I'm done, Your Honor. Sorry.
This is not a psychologist's office. Nobody's on a couch confessing their childhood memories. This is a courtroom. You will ask relevant questions, you will listen to the answers, and then you will move on to the next question, or you will not be able to cross-examine witnesses. I'm only going to give you this instruction this one last time.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any rebuttal questions for this witness?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any other witnesses to call?
Yes, I have one more. Paulette means, Your Honor.
Out in the hall. Okay. Just a moment and give Paulette means the witness. I'm going to have you stand close to the witness, closer than you are usually allowed. It's your witness, and I want the microphone for the telephone to be close to both the witness, so his spot is there to hear, and close to the judge, so the judge can talk into it, and close to you.
recall that name.
Okay. Can you come up and just stand right by that girl? Yeah. This means I'm going to kind of shout during this proceeding, but we have someone on the telephone who needs to hear everything. Okay. And that telephone has been situated mostly between you and Ms. Wilson, because you're going to be doing most of the talking. I'm not shouting at you. I know I'm not shouting with you, but you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, you have your right hand raised. You solemnly swear or affirm that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matters now before you, so help you God. Yes. Please do this. And when you're comfortable, state your name. Please try to speak loudly so the microphone down below you picks you up, as well as the microphone that picks you up for the video. All right? Okay. State your name.
What relationship were you to Andrew Reynolds, the deceased member? Okay. Were you familiar with his home situation?
Yes.
And you said you were his cousin. How long did you know he was with the Nestor family? And how old is Andy when he died?
24.
So most of his life seems to have been Nestor family, right? Correct? Okay,
But I also need him before.
I have a question. There were some documents that were signed in Rapid City Regional with your cousin, Andrew?
Yes.
And were you present at that time?
Yes.
Can you tell the court in your own words what took place in Rapid City?
And he asked my mom to be our attorney. That was in October. In November, he was ready to go.
Did he take care of his own arrangements? And he let that be known to Thelma? Correct?
Yes.
And your mother?
Yes.
And your mother is?
Dorothy Poor
Now, when the meeting took place in Rapid City Regional, was there a notary present?
Yes.
Okay, was the notary in the room?
Yes.
Okay, and you were there with Thelma?
Yes.
You said, and your mom?
Yes.
Okay. Was Andy coherent?
Yes.
And he knew what he was doing?
Yes.
Okay. What would you like to see done today with this hearing?
I would want my mom and I want to marry him. I believe he suffered too long. And there are elders. And we have respect for our elders.
And during your time, during your time and your relationship with Andrew, did you have any dealings with Joanne Spotted Bear?
Yes.
Was she present to visit Andrew?
No. The first time she came, everybody got along. We started getting mad at nurses. He got mad at Thelma, attacked Thelma. So I intervened. I told her to leave. Grandma said, Thelma fixes this up. I told Joanne to get out of the room. Her called security. And from that day forward, they never got along.
I object, Your Honor.
On what ground?
On the grounds of Paulette, with the police officer coming into the room.
There was no police officer. I'm sorry, what? Well, I'm not familiar with that rule of evidence. Do you have a rule of evidence number you can give me?
No, there was, Your Honor, the reason I object is because I've never hit Thelma, and the reason that we had a disagreement, Your Honor, is because my niece Shelby Runningcock told me that she was molested by Andy, and Miss Paulette Means also told me the same thing, and my son had told me that either Matthew or Andrew was sodomized by Miss Thelma Mestis, one of her sons. So therefore, Your Honor.
Okay, are you done?
Your Honor, that's what I was trying to make my point to you.
Okay. Is there any response?
I have or go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is there any response from Ms. Wilson, or do I own a new cell phone?
Cell phone?
Cell phone.
I don't have a cell phone with me, Your Honor.
Please continue. We hear it. Yeah, from the going off.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I feel that Joanne didn't state her objection wisely, and that the code doesn't prohibit such actions.
I object, Your Honor.
What is your response?
My response is yes, I did make my objection clearly. As I told you, the reason that the police, the Rapid City Regional Security Police came into the room was because the simple fact that Shelby Running Hawk was molested by Andy. And I was,
This witness has not testified regarding any police officer entering the room. And for that reason, your objection is overruled. And please repeat your question, counsel, so your witness can.
Okay, Paulette.
No, Ms. Spotted Bear, I asked Ms. Wilson to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, again, I didn't hear that correct. Go ahead.
So whenever you finished the witnessing the signature, what happened then?
They put out a file.
Okay.
Joanne's name was never brought up, and he did never bring Joanne's name up. He got a call from Joanne. She asked about it, and I said, my grandma Thelma and the Irish are a power of attorney because they are the elder, and that's how it should be. And he picked out his call barrier, and we made his arrangement, and that's what he followed through with.
And were you present the day he passed?
No, I wasn't. I was doing a probate here for my own father. So my father passed away. So I was here, and when I was on my way back to Rapid at like 9:45, Grandma Thelma called me, and my mom called me. I didn't answer the phone because I was out of range, and by the time I got to Hermosa, I called and they said Andy passed away at 10 o'clock. So I found them at Regional Hospital. And out of the kindness of my heart, I called Joanne. She called me and left me a new message.
I object, Your Honor.
What's the grounds for your objection, madam?
Miss Paulette Means never called me. I called her, and she was not at the hospital when I called her the first time, and she did return the call the second time. She's lying on the stage, Your Honor.
Ms. Spotted Bear, where in the federal rules of evidence does that grounds for objection fall? Give me a federal rule number or a federal rule that states that this witness can't give the testimony as she recalls it.
Under treaty of the Bible, Your Honor, thou shalt not lie. She did not call me. I called her, Your Honor.
This is not a church, nor do we have an issue in treaty.
Under the Constitution, Your Honor, there's the Bible is mentioned. Article 6, Clause 2, Your Honor.
Your objection is overruled and it's noted in the record. Please continue.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, so as you were stating,
I got the phone call. I went to Regional. I met my mom. We all visited with Andy. And my phone was going off when I answered. And Joanne called
left me a mean message. I looked at everybody and I said, Joanne, I said, you guys want to have to say? They said no. So I hung up. Or I just hung up my phone because it was the answering machine and we were going to proceed. But then it bothered me because I thought, see, this is Andy's sister, and I feel out of respect that I should let her know that her brother did die and I wasn't there when he did. I was on my way back to Rapid City. So out of the kindness of my heart, I called her. And I said, Joanne, this is Paulette. I wasn't here, I was in Pine Ridge. I didn't know he died myself. I said, but I'll let you talk to your brother. So what he just said, I put the phone to his ear and she talked to him, whatever he said. Then Cecil Littlehawk came in the room and he said he was going to do the prayer service. So I grabbed the phone and I said, Joanne, we're going to do prayer. Do you want to hear the prayer? She said, yes. So I let her listen on the prayer. I feel that she thinks everybody is against her, but it's not. It's nothing about her. It's about Andy Runninghawk. This has nothing to do with her. And to be honest and to put this on record,
I object, Your Honor. Your Honor, I object.
I heard you. I let her finish with the grounds for your objection.
As she said, nobody wanted me around, Your Honor. I feel that right now, I feel that everybody is against me. And just like you guys, I loved my brother, and I hurt having to go through this, and I hate it. I should never have to fight over my brother.